Hello, am I live? Hello and good morning. We're doing another morning live stream. I don't know how long I'm going to be live streaming today just because I have more things in store for today. But yesterday I was working on a Hatsune Miku piece with her holding a pride flag. So today we are going to be coloring that. I had some issues with one of the hands, but my boyfriend did come in to save the day. Also, I'm sorry, I'm very tired. I don't think I got home till like 2 in the morning last night, so that is on me, but let me show you what we're working with. So there's still a couple things I want to add. Like she's got these things right here with her arm. Is this thing? Oh, is this broken? Great. Every time I try using air, whatever, I keep having technical difficulties. We love that. But today I'm doing stuff and things. I would like to get this done so I can post it. Also, in new news, I guess, my Switch 2 comes out or should be here today. So I actually have something I did work on a little while back. I was working on the Slime Demon for a game concept that has been kind of put on the back burner for right now while we work on a game jam. But where is my Wibble stack? How did I lose him? Oh, here we go, Wibble. I did something of him holding the Nintendo Switch, and I meant to post this back when they did I think when either got the pre-orders. Pretty much I've had this ready for a long time now, so I can post it today. I'm very excited, even though I know he has the OG Switch. Actually, I wanted to do something, so let's add the thing I wanted to add. So I was actually working on game concept arts for a while, so we're actually going to, I don't know, I just duplicated that. Okay. Can I just copy this whole image? Copy. Okay. Because what I wanted to do, so originally I was going to add one of these logos to the back of his Switch just so I don't get sued by Nintendo. Not that they're going to sue me because I'm a tiny creator out there, but I wanted to add a little game thing to the back of it just to be funny. And that is what I'm going to do. Okay, here's Wibble. I love Wibble. He's so cute. Didn't I just copy you? Anyway, so I plan to do an unboxing for the Switch 2. Um, oh, no layer selected. That's fantastic. I duplicate you, and then we are going to flatten. I'm just kind of scared to like undo it. Okay. Let's try this again. Copy. Okay, cute. We love that. Wibble, my man, you're finally gonna get the branded thing. When was this created? Was this like February? This is like months ago. Gambit. Oh, I'm sorry. This was March. I really need to like vectorize this image, but it's fine. There we go. Alpha log. Let's see what this gray color is. Let's see how that looks. I like how I just go in and I've actually just named all my brushes completely random things. Cute. Okay. That's not as cool as I thought it was gonna look on the back, but it's fine. So hopefully I can go post that later. Let me give him like a cute little background. This is before I actually started grouping things together. I need to clean up some of my things, but ew, I don't like that color. I feel like blue is kind of a cute color for him. Green, he's already clean. Yeah, this is kind of a vibe. Sorry. Okay, that's been completed. It only took like 2.5 months to actually finagle. Where is my Miku thing? I literally just have a stack for all these art things I'm doing. Yeah, this is another thing I'm working on. I'm not happy with it yet. It looks kind of like doo-doo, so we might just be re-scrapping or redoing the whole thing. I've been doing a whole little series where I've been doing these different Build-A-Bear things, but anyways, okay, Miku. Okay, so I was gonna kind of keep like her like iconic blue hair or whatever. The blue, that's kind of her blue. However, I do want to disclaimer. Let's just group you guys together for the liner. I really need to get into the habit of renaming my layers. No, we're just gonna start coloring. So I'm still not sure if I'm gonna be adding her little headset thing or not. I like her without it. Oh, I did say I was gonna add these little details. But I want to add some kind of like rainbow detailing to her thing. And I don't know where I want to do that. So I'm thinking maybe like her necktie. How she's got like these little blue things on her sleeves. Even down here too. That's what I'm feeling out. I was like, what if I just went full on rainbow for her eyes? And I was like, how about no? And then I added the little heart thing on top to make her look like she's happy to accept everybody. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I am truly overprepared. Okay, we don't want that brush. Let's do my thing. So like Miku. I don't know what you call those things, but those are certainly sleeves, I guess. Okay, they look to be a solid band. Well, not that you can. I was gonna add the things. I guess it depends on the art. Okay. So we are gonna add these triangle looking things that are on her arm, but I'll do that later. I say later, it's gonna happen shortly. Honestly, I might make two variations, and we'll see which one people like more. Shoot. I wanted that on a new layer, and I'm pretty sure I selected a new layer for that. Also, anybody out there got the new Mario Kart? Or the new Switch? If you're watching this in the future, please, let me know. I would... Oh. No! I wish this thing would just try to size. I wish it would give you, like, the option to, like, not size it. Does that match up, sort of? Kind of? Kind of, sort of. Okay, well, that's the best that that's gonna get. Let's merge down and merge down. I think the hands are okay, so we're just gonna... You know what? You live once. Maybe like next Pride, I will redo the. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of redoing my pieces because I love to redraw things that I did in the past. Honestly, I gotta find my old iPad and look at some of the stuff I did. So I've been using Procreate since like 2016, maybe. That's when I got my first iPad with like the first OG Apple Pencil. Don't ask me where that Apple Pencil is now, but um, it was a thing I did have. where I tried drawing stuff on and off from like 2016 going into like maybe 2021, 2022. I'm just curious to see what pieces are on there. You're like, ha! I'm not gonna lie, I wish I did kind of stick with the whole art thing. Just because then maybe I'll be 10 times better because my boyfriend said he was doing art for like 5 years and that's how he got to where he is. I was like, oh, must be nice. So that's why he's helping me and troubleshooting my art. Something doesn't look right. I'm like, this doesn't look right. Help me fix it. So just date an artist. They can help you if you're trying to learn how to draw. That's my advice for everybody. Can I just shrink you down without like ruining you? That's not too bad. Let's just duplicate that, move it over, and you know what? I will just draw that in myself. But that's not going to line up the way I wanted it to. I really got to get back into creating my normal content for YouTube because I've been very lazy about it. I say lazy. I've I've been focusing more on art, which is definitely a me issue. Does her neck thing also have it? I don't like these little spiky things. Can I just... Let me just search up Miku cosplay. I don't want to go shopping for them, man. I just want images. And why do I feel like Chrome just like compresses the files? Okay. They are certainly smaller. I wonder how much smaller I can actually get away with making them. Okay, God, I hate this. Let's just redraw these. Just gotta make them extremely tiny. Nope, that is not on a whole other layer. Excuse me. Maybe I need to make it thicker. What brush am I also using? Oh, that's too thick. Let's do a few of these and see how we're feeling. Also, I got to troubleshoot my whole lighting system because it keeps like maybe it's my camera. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what the issue is. Is this phone? Actually, I think I like the thicker lights. I think maybe that was the problem. That they weren't thick enough. Yeah, it just kind of goes with the whole cartoony vibe. Honestly, you guys are going to see I'm all over the place with my art stuff because for a while I was using this brush over here that makes it look like it's very, like you colored something in with a, what do you call it? With like a crayon. That was the vibe I was going for. And then I realized how much of a pain in the butt it was to actually go in and try to fix that stuff. I mean, like try to color stuff in because I had so many like holes in it, I guess. And it was something I didn't want to do. No, I will take this. This doesn't look bad. I think that's what the problem was like I said, it wasn't. Why do I keep duplicating? Why am I erasing more on one side than the other? Yeah, whatever. I don't care not really that much about it. Okay, so we are gonna have to erase some of these underlines. Let me at least merge that down. And then her. Okay, so she does also have them. I don't even know how the crap I'm gonna draw that, considering it looks like she's got a bow tie. Okay, there we go. New layer. New layer, new me. What I need is just like a flat brush that like doesn't have a point to it. Because there's no point in having that. I just like want like nice crisp lines. Not me looking at a cosplayer for help to figure out how this quarter is supposed to operate. Those are certainly some spikes. But the arm parts are okay. They could probably be a bit smaller, but I'm not going back. Why can't I just do small ones from the get-go? Okay, how would feeling about that? I don't hate that now. Also, speaking of Hatsune Miku, I heard that there's going to be a new Sonic Racer game. And I gotta figure out, let me see what, we hope Sonic's coming to Switch, because Sonic. Hey, okay. So Sonic is getting a racing game and Hatsune Miiku's gonna be in it, and I'm really excited. They're bringing in a whole ton of characters, and I kind of wish that Mario Kart would do that with. I know that they've been adding characters here and there to these Mario Kart games, but I wish they would add like more characters. I don't know what characters they've added in the past, but they've done like, let's do a Splatoon character maybe, or Animal Crossing. But I'm like, again, I don't know what characters are in the current game, so I can let you guys know about that another day. Also, I feel like so I technically have three, I have a ton of channels going on, but the one thing I am curious about is, so I got a MacBook back in November just for editing purposes. I do have a gaming laptop, but it was just getting really annoying to edit on. And so I was like, okay, well, let me get a MacBook. So then I did an unboxing, posted it online. Well, my what do you call it? My brain fart. So I'm like, I'm gonna be doing an unboxing of the Switch 2. I'm like, can it just go on my vlog channel? Because that's what I've been doing, like all my tech review stuff, I guess. I have so many videos in the backlog for both of my channels. I really need to get on it. I gotta stop doing vertical flipping and then just doing like regular flipping. Cute, look at that. Okay, whatever. It looks like she's got like razor teeth things for her necktie, but I'm not gonna sit here and troubleshoot that. No, folks, she's gotta have the earpiece. Can I just get like a 3D image of Miku? I just want to be able to like turn her around, you know? Oh, they do sell those. Okay, well, I want like an OG Miku though. Please tell me she has the. Oh, she does! Where's this been my whole life? Yeah, so according to the model, because I was complaining yesterday, I was like, it's great that she's got a headset, but it just like merges into her face, like into her hair. Like that is quite odd to me. Maybe I was a bit wrong kind of giving her these back things here, this area, but that's okay. Is my interpretation of her. Let me give her her little head things. I just don't know if I want to add her microphone. I think your ears are kind of cute. And I don't want to explain that it's just merging into her head. What did I just say I was gonna add? That is a brilliant question, me. Oh, her little pigtail thingies. I don't know how the crap you draw that. New layer. Guess we're just gonna call it winging it. You just love it when you go. Oh, no, we don't want you to destroy. I don't even know how you... This is such a weird design choice to have her have these things in her head. You know what? We'll see if I feel like adding it later, because my brain's not braining right now, and that is okay. We should start doing the hair coloring. So I would color drop, but I'm just gonna use some of that stuff on my color palette. That is cool that they do have 3D models out there, so I will definitely be looking at that as a reference going forward. What do we do? Make this a reference layer. I would love to be able to color this like it's a coloring page, but we'll see. I don't have time for that. Nope, nope. There we go. This is a pretty blue color. Is her eyes the same color as her hair? Okay, so, oh, her hair is not completed. There we go. Okay. The thing is gray. I do have a grayish thing in my color palette. I can live with that. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Crap. I forgot to erase this and I went ahead and merged it down anyways. That's gonna suck. This is gonna suck. I also did say I was gonna be adding rainbow stuff to her hair, so I gotta be careful what I do actually. Not to her hair, but... Am I losing it? Oh, here it is. I was like, where did that triangle piece go? Yeah, if I were when I add rainbow things to her. Other than her flag, of course. Okay, that's one triangle. I gotta troubleshoot you over here. You're kind of rough looking. I hate that I have to use the smallest brush thing I have here. Oh, I didn't even. Okay, that is connected now. Let's go back to erasing all my mistakes. As Bob Ross says, what was it? No happy accidents, or there's only happy. I don't know. I don't know what he does. Excuse my cat. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he has decided to come join me. If he becomes a nuisance, he will get evicted from my little workspace over here. Everybody likes a good eviction notice, and this is your eviction notice. What would go on top? Her arm or the armpit thing? Oh, I didn't think this went through. Oh well. Hello, Dancer Sam, and no. How are you this morning? Here's my cat. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. You can go now. To the couch you go. I appreciate you just coming in to say hello, even if you hop off, but a warm welcome is appreciated. Ooh, this is looking kind of ugly. Oh, this is certainly a thing. Let me show the cards that's over here, and then I'm going to go back to coloring. Da, 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 da. Got tired from my sleep. Oh, tell me about it. I didn't get home till 2 in the morning last night, and I couldn't go to sleep because my cat was up howling out the door, unfortunately. But you doing anything fun today? I'm gonna be hanging out with my mom and my dad. I think they're going on vacation for a few weeks, so we're celebrating Father's Day this weekend. Or today. It is the weekend. What am I talking about? Um, it's been quite a day. Nope, nope. Don't want it too dark. There we go. Um, okay, so I am using a lot of different software, sort of. So what I'm using to stream is Streamlabs. It's technically OBS, but it's a lot more user-friendly, so I have that running on my laptop. And then to stream to my laptop, I'm using something called AirLabs, or Air, what is it called? Air Server. And it's been a little spotty, a little hit or miss, but pretty much what I'm doing is just kind of, what do you call it? I'm just screen mirroring to my laptop is what this is allowing me to do. So hopefully that made some sort of sense. Let's just say I've had my hit or miss days with using the software. Because sometimes it just, I don't think it's, well, even Streamlabs itself, I've been running into some issues trying to stream some video games on here as well, so. Honestly, it's very finicky and you gotta play with it. Unfortunately, it's just kind of what comes with it. Do you stream anything? Any art stuff? No, I don't want you on the stream, ma'am. I'm talking to my cat again. He's just hanging out down there. I just love how the camera's just positioned enough to where you guys can't see him. That's okay. Um. Oh, hello, Snowflake. How are you? Oops. Oh, I'm over here. You asked me how am I? I'm doing okay. How are you doing right now? Just coloring a pride piece for using Hatsune Miku. Okay, so I got the basic stuff down. Eyes I'll do later. Oh, I need to do your hair as well, Missy. I'm debating, do I just color the parts I want to do rainbow like a certain color? What kind of rainbow do we want to do? Like pink or red rainbow? I feel like red might be too harsh. Let's just color everything we want rainbow red, and then we'll go in and do some stuff. I don't remember if I answered your question, but I'm doing well. I'm tired. I didn't get home till 2 in the morning last night from a concert. I need a nap, but how are you doing? Uh-oh. That is kind of cool, though. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. The whole little, like that. That's just kind of cool with that extra line thing we had going on. I should just do continue filling, because that's just what I'm going to keep doing. I'm kind of glad that gives me that option to be able to do that. Okay, we're almost ish done. I should just leave it red. Just have alternative Mikus. Okay, so I'm gonna do a clipping mask. I still don't know the difference between the whole alpha lock and the clipping mask of when you should use what when. I find using a clipping mask is a little more forgiving because what this does is it still kind of locks down whenever you color. You know, it still keeps it to this area, but in the event you mess up, you can also just delete that. So, what's next? Guess we got red. Let's move into some yellow. What is this a green? Can we just talk about how dark yellow is just olive green? I kind of want to blend it out a little bit. Okay, there we go. Comes next green. It's like this bright looking green. I would totally do more of like a muted color palette, like more of like a... Oh, shoot, you can't see that. That kind of green. It's just not fun. Let's go back to neon. What is next? Okay, let's look at a hypothetical to see how this is looking. Actively, he's doing all right. He's just sitting here. He is just chilling. Yesterday on stream, he was, give me a second. Oop. Okay, I can get behind this. That looks pretty. Yesterday, oh, now he's laying down. He's being so sweet now, but yesterday he was on my table and he was just pressing the keys and stuff like that, and instead of messing with them things, I was not too happy about it, but oh, stop. And it's probably because my computer's warm, but do you have any cats, Dancer Sam? I love cats. Duplicate. His name is Axe, AX. So he's a tuxedo cat. I'll try to grab him in a second. Um, Stat. Um, so I had a fluffy tuxedo cat named Jax, Jax, and we got him from my neighbor. Pretty much turns out that her son was allergic to like long-haired cats. How about no? Turns out he was allergic to. I'll just do live stream form for right now. Turned out he was allergic to long-haired cats, and so we ended up with him. And then over time, he became an indoor-outdoor cat. They would just kind of go out whenever they wanted to. And one day, he never came back. So then my mom was on a hunt to find me another cat that we thought was going to be a fluffy tuxedo cat, and we ended up with him. He is not as fluffy as the other one, which is totally fine. But my boyfriend said that since I lost a cat, therefore, because I was gonna name the next one Jax the second, and he was like, no. So since you lost a cat, you lose a letter, which is where his name came from. And oh, thank you. I he's he's a turd sometimes. Uh, but what do you call it? Yeah. So he's like, oh, you lose a cat, you lose a letter. So his name is Axe, like throwing axe. But I call him AXE because I didn't want to call him Axe, AX. My boyfriend keeps insisting his name is Axe, but on all his official documentation, it says Axe, AXE. So, as far as I'm concerned, my spelling is correct. Everything I put under him is going to be AXE, not AX. So, okay. So, just a fun little story time. Duplicate, what am I doing? But yeah, no, he's a turd sometimes. Like this morning, he went up screaming at my door. He started developing that out of nowhere. We got him last May, and he started, he was fine when he first moved in. And then all of a sudden, I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So he was staying with my mom for a little while, and it was because we just wanted to get used to like being in our new apartment before we brought him in. And so then we brought him in, and during that time he was staying with my mom, so we brought him in January. Well, he decided to he was good for the first like couple months, and then come like April or May, he just started howling at the door for like no apparent reason. So that is the life of living with a cat. It's not bad though. He's not a bad cat for the most part. I just hope that he turns to be like a really chill cat in the future. Because he's chill for the most part. I feel like most cats kind of start mellowing out as they get older, but. And. I think how old is he? I think he's like a year old. No, wait. Yeah. Yeah, he's a year old. We ended up having like a miniature birthday thing for him. I have a video, I think, up on TikTok where it was us singing happy birthday to him. And my boyfriend was holding him and very much not amused. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I'm like, he deserves a birthday party, man. I should have invited other cats and stuff like that. Maybe next year we'll do something fun for him. Do you guys have pets? I would like a dog at some point, but living in an apartment like how we are, I don't think it's gonna work. At least not for now. Maybe another day. No! 1 second. 1 second. How about you don't? How about you don't? I'm working on a project using acrylic paint, and I have a cup full of paint water, and he was sticking his paws into said paint water. Please do not go back. Am I gonna have to hide the paint water? I'm gonna have to go hide the paint water. I'm sorry. Bear with me one more second. Paint water acquired. Let me watch you eat that now. It'll be fine, probably. I can't tell you how many. So I have a whole little crafting setup, and I can't tell you how many things he may have eaten. I think he's eaten yarn. He's probably eaten plastic. He's had 3D print filament, and this is all not on my choice. This is him. I mean, I am hiding everything, and he is just opening things and swallowing things. So hopefully he learns to stop doing that because it's getting really annoying, and I don't want to take him to the vet. Like how the stream's just become about him, which is cool. I don't mind talking about him. He's just become a pain in the butt sometimes. But he makes up for it by being cute. I highly encourage everybody out there, just get a few cats. I would like to get him a friend. I feel like he's kind of lonely sometimes because when he was living with my mom, he had, quite a few friends. But actually, I told you guys that my parents are going to be going on vacation. So what I'm going to end up doing is dog sitting for them. Thinking about taking him with me. Not that my boyfriend's going to be pleased about that, but what am I going to do? He wants to be with me. How do I do clipping mask? Also, so we get new viewers. Hello, welcome. What else can I talk about him? Yeah, so he's probably eating things he's not supposed to. I also can't guarantee he hasn't eaten sewing pins. There was an anime convention I went to back in April, which I still have to work on posting the vlog for that. But I was working on it like day and night, like the days before the convention, and it was the day before that I think I was up till like 1, 2 in the morning, and I'm like, I'll just finish it in the morning before we go to the con. Well, he decided to get his cute little paws on it and start eating it and destroying the hemline because I guess there was something that was like off of it. So last minute I had to come up with stuff in my closet for last minute cosplay, which worked out because we were doing a group cosplay anyways. So people still recognized me, and I still had a wig and other things and accessories, so it happened to work out for me in the end. But don't leave your craft projects out. Unfortunately for me, I don't really have much of a choice because of my craft space is out in the open. I don't really have like a closed door, so it does suck not having my own space. But hopefully one day I'll get my own space where I can have my own craft space and my own little like studio. That's a dream of mine. I would like to have my own little area. Well, my boyfriend gets his own area for like his office space because he works from home, and that's fine. It's just I need a little bit of time away from, the cat and stuff like that. I mean, no offense or anything. Well, a little bit offense. It's just I've never had a cat get so into my stuff than him because all my other cats that I've had over at my mom's just weren't this involved. They've also just I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird situation. I just wish they would cool it. But yeah, it's the stereotype of having a cat. Oh no. It's a stereotype. That's what you get. Okay, this is what we're working with right now. This looks wild. Hold up. But yeah, I already have it like in my head, like what I want my future space to look like. I'll have like a area for like streaming and doing stuff, and then my whole other area for like filming. And It's gonna be fun. But not in this lifetime, at least not now. I say not in this lifetime, it's just gonna take time to get there. And look how cute that is! I'm cool with this. That's cute. I love her little outfit thing she's got going on. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to draw a pride flag. It was having difficulties yesterday just trying to draw the lines. Let me just color this in. Um, Clippy mess, there we go. Oh, there he goes again. Yeah, I'll never get a break from him. And it's fine. I'm fine. I just feel bad that if he actually ends up eating something he's not supposed to, that I can't be here to, like, do anything about it. And there he goes again, out on the prowl on my craft table. He also does meow randomly. He likes to do that. Maybe I need to use, like, a thick line. No, that's not thick. I was lied to. I thought this was going to be thick. A thick line. Is everyone having a good Sunday? Merge down, duplicate. What's my favorite Miku song? Oh, that's a good one. Let me try to figure out what the name of it is, because I know of it in not in Japanese. What am I know how to. So it's Senbon Zakura. Let me try to see if I find a picture of that to show you guys. Let me see. If you guys have seen this art, I love this. This is a fun song. It's very upbeat and I really like it. Now, weirdly enough, it has to do with like war and stuff like that, but I've been so obsessed with this. Another one that I really like that I used to like growing up was it was called A Cute. And it was this really weird like love triangle story. Uh yeah, it was some weird stuff. So essentially, so you have Kaito, Miku, and Luca. So it was this whole thing where they're like all friends or whatever, and Miku's got a thing for Kaito, but Kaito is more interested in Luca. And so he's like starting stuff with Miku, but then also having a side thing with Luca and doesn't want anybody to know about it. And they're all like oblivious to the whole thing. And then I guess Miku finds out and then she goes cray cray and I guess ends up she's like, well, if no one can have you, then or if I can't have you, then no one else can. So she pretty much tries to kill Kaito. And then she tries to end herself, and then that obviously doesn't work out in her favor because I think she ends up surviving the tragedy, and she ends up in like a hospital where she meets another guy, but then that guy has feelings for another girl there, and it was just this whole thing, and really weird thing. There's even a manga about it too. Yeah, there was like a whole manga about it. I got it somewhere, but it's such a weird story for this. I honestly love the art style too. Like, I think that's probably like my selling point is just the art style for the manga of this. But yeah, like I said, weird story. But back to the art. Do you have a favorite song, Snowflake? Assuming you're still here, sorry, I've had viewers that come and go. And that's cool. I have no idea how many colors it actually produces, so that's not what I wanted. But yeah, I've liked Miku since what do you call it, 2011 maybe. There used to be like these really weird videos online about where people were taking like the 3D models of the Vocaloid characters and they were going in and doing like skits with them, and it was super weird. Like that definitely a time. It's definitely a very strange time. Okay, well this didn't end up working out the way I wanted it to. Trying to think of other songs I do like. There's one person that does a lot of like Vocaloid covers called Juby Phonics, and I really like her stuff. It's nice. I like listening to her stuff. So she has some cool things. Would highly recommend her if you guys haven't checked her out. I don't know if she's still actively posting, but she's got some fun songs. There was a Vocaloid song she did for Halloween called Happy Halloween, and I love listening to that every year. It's just kind of become my Halloween thing. Mm. I'm confused at why every time I keep color dropping. Can I just make you yellow? I love that it's every color than the color I need it to be. What happened to yellow, bestie? What is this? Color balance? I just want it to be yellow. So I can do alpha lock. I should have been doing this the entire time and I didn't. There we go. Okay, so let's duplicate you. I didn't know you could alpha lock and do clipping mask, so that's nice. Actually, I got to go to so the concert I went to last night, it was at the same venue of where I went to a Hatsune Miku concert back in 2018. And I think that's kind of what inspired this whole piece, honestly. As strange as that sounds. And what I mean by inspired it was I just happened to be wearing that shirt yesterday while streaming. I was like, what if I just did a piece for like, Pride? I don't know, I just had this whole idea with like Miku or whatever. That's how we ended up doing a Miku piece yesterday. Okay, duplicate. Uh-oh. It's just color you purple. I got you up already. Clipping nose. Nope. I want you to be clipping nose. Nope, alpha lock. But anyways, yeah. So the whole Hatsune Miku thing, really fun concert. I would recommend that to anybody's. Some people yesterday they saw my Miku shirt and they're like, "Oh my God, I was here for the Miku concert." X amount of time ago. I think it was last year, whenever the last one was. But the difference was that it was no longer a hologram. It was pretty much a flat screen TV, and a lot of people were pissed off about it. And I was like, I'm not. Like, I see what you guys are doing. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. So it just turned into one of those things that I just never went back to. But if they ever went back to the whole hologram thing, I would be totally down to go see her again. And it's such a cool experience. It's also cool watching people like in Hatsune Miku cosplays as well going. I did a couple Hatsune Miku cosplays. I did one out of duct tape, which I was talking about in yesterday's stream. And then also I was talking about um no, I'm sorry, no, yeah, so I made one out of duct tape for a duct tape fashion show at a duct tape festival that they used to host in Ohio. They unfortunately have discontinued that. And then I actually dressed up as her from that song I was talking about earlier, Senbon Zakura. I dressed up as that character because that was fun. Okay, so this is what we're working with for the base. I'm actually liking this. I gotta figure out how to do her eyes. I've been trying to figure out like how to make eyes look good, and I can't. Honestly, I've just been kind of winging it. And I guess that's kind of how it goes. Let me see. Let's just turn off the color again so I know what's colored and what's not. I could never figure out how to get the eyes to look correct when it comes to coloring and white. Oh well. As I like to say, it's not a problem for today. Oh god. Oh god. Um. Okay, so apparently her eyes are the same color as her hair, which is odd to me, but we listen and we don't judge. Um. Okay, where's clipping mask? Gosh, this looks really weird to me. But it's Miku. Um, let's do another clipping mask for. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna. Cause I was trying to find like references for the eyes, like how to. They call it rendering. I never understood what the heck rendering was. Apparently, it's just where you like add shadows to make it look nice and pretty. Um, and it was one of those that it was like I could never figure out like a good system for that. So honestly, oh nope. Honestly, I think we're just gonna kind of sort of wing it. So I don't know how people actually dedicate the time when it comes to shading to like use multiple colors. I was like, I ain't got time for that. Like truly, do not have time for that. Okay, let's go add black probably to the middle of her eyeballs. Okay, I don't hate that. See if I can replicate that on this end. Those are certainly eyeballs. Okay, so she looks kind of dead. Let's add some eye shiny. I like to do this like at the complete tippy top. Is this too much? Absolutely. Hold up. What if I just did right here, right here? You know what? I will take it. I was doing this whole complicated thing with these eyeballs on this yesterday, and oh my goodness, I hated every single minute of the size. This just feels more me. They're simple, they get the job done. Okay, so this is where we're gonna go in, and oh, I never add a color to her hair. Let me do that real quickly. Let that cover everything. I don't know if her hair would be peeking through right here, but if we feel like adding some just for funsies. Yeah, I feel like her hair would be popping out. Okay. So we're gonna go in. I'm still not sold on her eyeballs though. You know what? While we're here, let's just try to do the rendering method also, and you guys will see how we're feeling about that. Let me try to find how to render eyes anime. Like, I want them to look good. I just don't know how to make them look good. Oh, this is pretty. They make it so complicated. I just want simple, easy eyes. Okay, so they do the gradient thing. Jeez. Okay, we'll figure out how to do eyes another day. I'm not sitting here doing this. Okay, so just gonna merge in all the color because, ooh, no, we don't want that. Somebody told me to go shade in blue if I just, want to cut back on being lazy. But I never got behind the blue. I always started using purple. I don't know why. So, and then I would just like start changing with the color hue shift. So that's what we're gonna do today. The type of shading we're gonna do is pray to the art gods so that things look okay. Type stuff. I guess this is kind of like a bluish purple. Nope, 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 nope. Get a cat, they say. Get a cat, and then you get him. He's a little defective, it's fine. You'll just get cat hair everywhere. And you better hope you're not allergic like I am. Oh no, was I doing this on the wrong layer? No! It was turning out so okay. Sigh, let's go do this again. There we go. Okay, that looks kind of demonic with the eyes. Okay, let's go back to coloring back here. I also realized I didn't color over here, so I gotta fill that in for... I forget. Honestly, if I didn't start shading, I probably would have completely missed that. Just gonna put some shadow in her ears or whatever. In her ears. What am I talking about? I love that you can like double tap to change between like eraser and like the drawing brush, but sometimes I just forget or it automatically just starts doing it for me. We're just gonna throw some shadows in her eyes because I've heard of anime people doing that. Not that she has much on her face, but that's okay. I know I gotta fix up here. Oh, he's just a baby, my cat. He's just laying down. I love him. It's like I love him, but I hate him. It's truly a love-hate relationship. There's a lot of cool like shading methods. I'm just being lazy, I guess, at this point. Someday I'll figure out how to sit down and actually start doing good shading. In case if anyone's wondering, no, I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea at all. I was gonna say, I think this is like my least favorite part, but honestly, I don't mind doing those. Oh, uh-oh, we don't want to do that. I think the only reason why I mainly don't like it is because I actually have to sit here and try to figure out like where shadows might be. I just don't have the mental capacity for that. See, we're just kind of, praying to some weird gods that like this is coming out okay. Honestly, this purple's kind of a vibe. Like, believe it or not, I don't know. I'm just kind of vibing with this purple. There was one person that was doing this hyper pop looking thing where they were using like bright colors to like do their shadows, which was kind of odd to me. But it looked really stinking cool. I'm like, I would like to add something like that in the future. That might be a cool little add. Yeah, I'm just gonna make you a purple back there. I'm kind of excited how this is going to turn out. But yeah, typically I will just use a very saturated purple for some reason, and then I'll like multiply and then desaturate it. Very weird art process, I know. Probably not what you're supposed to do, but who cares? It's my art. As they say, art has no rules, but the moment you do something that people don't like, you're breaking the rules. What does that even mean? Honestly, art to me is just me winging it. Is where I think I've come to. Okay, I feel like there wouldn't be many shadows over there. Yeah, let's throw some in here. Probably some here for funsies. Here. There might be some shadows here. No. Okay, this is what we're working with. Definitely a thing. Okay, so this is where I do the thing. Okay. Oh no. I thought I could just clipping mask my problems away. Hold up. Duplicate. Honestly, the only thing this is saving are the eyeballs. I can just go back in and do that separately. That I'm okay with doing. Ow! Thank you. Oh, I didn't still realize you were still here. Um, yeah, it's somebody was, I don't know, like it said earlier, somebody was like using blue or something. I didn't get it. It didn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I don't know. Purple just makes it pop, but you'll see what I'm saying for later. Um, I like to multiply, like in the opacity. Uh-oh, I want that. This is almost a 5. Let's see how light I can make it. I don't know, there's just something nice about the purple. Gaussian blur. I like to blur it out a little bit. Just a little bit. Sometimes I've gone in, I'll like desaturate some of the purple because it's a little much. Okay, let me do that exact thing I did with her. Okay, so it is multiplied. Um, Honestly, just feel like it's one of those things you gotta play with, but let's just add some hair shinies. I like doing that too. Um, that's not what I wanted. Honestly, the hair shine stuff is just stuff I've just prayed to some sort of internet god. I don't typically do white, but white just kind of feels like the vibe right now. Typically I'll try to do like a lighter color of the actual. It's okay, it's physics. Nobody has to, you know. Let me go clean up before that. Okay, so now we got hair shinies. I do like the Gaussian blur it a little bit. I think that's kind of fun. And then, what did I say to do overlay? Maybe it was watercolor. There was something that somebody used to figure out the whole. I forgot what these things are called, but definitely use the heck out of them when you can. Screen's kind of fun. I used to try to go in, so this is a smudge tool. I used to try to go in with like this weird texture, and it worked out for one of my pieces. Is it organic? No. Textured, maybe? Oh, is it material? Yeah, super weird. It's like, is this Photoshop? But I used to like go in and do stuff with it. I don't know how well this is actually gonna work out here. See if I can. And I don't know, I'm not really feeling this right now. It worked out for one of my pieces, like I said. Let me show you what I mean. This was supposed to be a picture of, this was pretty rough, but I liked how the hair came out here. I've been trying to replicate this ever since, and I haven't been able to. Yep, yep. It's like, no matter what I do, I can never figure it out. Yeah, you know what, we'll just call that a day for that. And let me do a background. Let's see what color she might look good in. I've been doing like lighter colors lately for some reason. Purple might be fun. Yeah, let's do purple. Okay, let me try to give her a... I've been running into issues trying to outline my characters, because there's a hack you can do with Procreate, but it's just been a pain in the butt, so we're just not gonna do that today. We're just gonna manually draw it, and hopefully it looks okay. I sure hope my cat's not doing something he's not supposed to. I get worried when I'm like not able to like see him right in front of me. Oh, that's right. I gotta do her hair before I forget. Oh. There we go. That took no more than like 2 seconds. Honestly, I love this little heart thing she's got going on up there. Oh, maybe I should have done highlights on that too. Oh well. Maybe I'll go back in and knock that. Another thing I was thinking about experimenting for fun was just doing her with different flags and then just posting them for funsies. So maybe I'll do that. And there we go. We have a Miku. Let me just sign off down here. I've been signing off as like MMC and I haven't been too happy with that, so I don't know what I should sign off with. I just sign off with Megan. Honestly, I'm down for that. There we go. So now we have a fun little pride piece. Actually, I don't hate how this came out. um. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do the little hair thing up here. There we go. I got incredibly lazy, but that's okay. That's too much hair shine for me. Let me see if I have no idea if that actually does anything for her, but whatever. Let me see if I can Gaussian blur it. All right, so I have a finished Miku piece. Oh, that's why she looks so weird. She doesn't have her hair thing. There we go. Um, yeah, this is a piece that I have put together. I don't have much to say about this. How about no? You know what you can say for my little tiny outro. Okay. Oh, let me turn my iPad off. Well, anyways, this is my son. He is being forced to be here since he jumped up here. Um, that is pretty much all that I'm going to be doing for my stream today. I gotta get out and do some stuff, so at least I was able to get a live stream in this morning. So thank you to everyone who participated this morning. Again, I know I keep streaming irregularly. I should be streaming this week. I really need to get on a schedule so we can have some consistency, but definitely shooting for 7:30 Central Standard Time this week. So we'll see what I can get in. And that is it. Say goodbye, Axie.